Crosstown born like Saddam, but a big human. Straps in every palm, need an octopus to get to him. Chopper with the drum, off his head, Takashi lips loose. Ghost possessed the bomb, I'm alarmed how this shit move. I died, came back and bought pressure. Your blow fell off and lost self. Me back boss, a go-getter, and the transport gotta eat that cost, I know better. Elemental shit, I just float through the building. Gucci loafed up, got the hate on kill 'em. Pickpocket flow, so the hoes gon' fill 'em. When your blanket moving slow, it's like the panoramic.
Yo, it's your boy Marita Boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. Listen. I got some breaking news in the popular Chicago blogger Trenches News FBG Duck murder case snitching situation. Now, I told y'all this a week or two ago that the big bloggers, it's a clique. It's a clique, right? And I told y'all that some of them, not all of them, because I don't want to put all of them in the same boat, but some of them have formed a group to where they spin narratives, they report only on certain stories, and it kind of stifles the news that you guys here on YouTube can get, because if they decide not to report on a certain situation, then you won't get videos about situations that is happening in the world that you may want to hear about. Now, you may ask yourself, why won't you get these videos? I told y'all, because a lot of these bloggers, not all of them, I don't want to say all of them, but a lot of them, especially the bigger ones, they have relationships with each other, and they have relationships with rappers, entertainers, or sometimes the rappers and the entertainers will pay them behind closed doors to spin certain narratives or not run certain stories or to clear their names. And check it out. We have popular blogger Hood Educated. And before we get into it, I want to say much respect to Hood Educated. I'm a subscriber to Hood Educated. I enjoy Hood Educated's content. You guys should go subscribe to Hood Educated channel. If you like great content on YouTube, he give it to you from a mature perspective. He give it to you in a positive manner, and he only trying to get these young brothers and sisters out the streets, and I appreciate Hood Educated for that. Shout out to Hood Educated. But I was looking at Hood Educated video that he made on Swiper, and it was some shocking stuff that came out of his video. Hood Educated said in his video, he said that he talked to Swiper. He said he talked to Swiper. He said that Swiper is one of the YouTubers that him and Swiper, they talk. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all this happens. Listen, I got YouTubers that I talk to. You feel what I'm saying? Behind closed doors. Much respect to all them guys. I want to make this clear. This is not to all YouTubers. This is just to the ones that are biased, to the ones that won't say certain stories because they have relationships behind closed doors with certain individuals. Now, let me tell you something. You the news. You are the news. If you are the news, your job is to report the news. You see what I'm saying? The news is the checks and balances system to the government. Why you think we have freedom of the press? Because if you didn't have freedom of the press, then democracy would be in jeopardy. The news is the one who report on these certain situations, these corruptions. The news is very, very, very important in a free world, in a democracy. If you go to look at North Korea, in North Korea, they don't have freedom of the press. So since they don't have freedom of the press, then it stifles what the people can see. The people in North Korea don't even know what's going on outside of North Korea because you can't have cell phones that ain't made by the North Koreans. You can't have access to social media. You don't have access to news across the world. And you see how it stifles the mind of people. Those people don't know what's going on outside of North Korea. Now, check this out. Back to what I was going to say, right? If we don't tell the stories, if us who have made ourselves journalists, because that's what we are journalists. We done made ourselves journalists. We ain't got no degree or nothing. We just done made ourselves journalists. Well, some of us don't have degrees in journalism. Our job is to tell the news, not I ain't gonna tell the news because it's my friend, or I ain't gonna tell the news because it's somebody that I know, or this and that. No, your job is to tell the news. Now, I want to get into what Hood Educated said. Hood Educated said that Swiper tried to get him to spin a narrative. He said, and you can tell Hood Educated didn't even know all of the hidden motives that Swiper had going on until he went to looking through the paperwork himself, and he realized Swiper tried to bamboozle him. Now, Swiper told him that the reason why he cooperated is because Ken and Matt tried to trade guns with Swiper, and it was one of the guns allegedly that had been used in the murder of FBG Duck. Now, I want to tell y'all, show y'all this. Those of y'all who've been following Swiper and who y'all is devoted subscribers of Swiper and friends of Swiper and all this and that there. Now, that ain't what Swiper told us. Swiper told us it was about a text message. Now, you see how he done told Hood Educated behind closed doors that it was about a gun that he tried to get swapped out? You see what I'm saying? You see how Swiper behind closed doors? Hood Educated said that Swiper even tried to go to the lengths to pay Hood Educated to tell his subscribers a certain narrative that Swiper wanted to be told. Now, I ask y'all this. Swiper got a big platform. His platform is actually a little bit bigger than Hood Educated. Why he couldn't just do that himself? Because he was attempting to use the power that the big YouTubers have and get them to spin the narrative. Because if he spin the narrative and they spin the narrative, then it could control y'all minds as to what the truth is. Listen, a lot of people might not know this information, but are afraid to say this information. But I told y'all, man, I'm one of the realest on this YouTube thing, man. And I'm gonna give y'all the real, man. That's the only way I know how to be. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only way I know how to be. Only way I know how to be is to stand on business, bro. Just stand on business, man. You see what I'm saying? Now, Hood Educated, he said that he turned Swiper down, which kudos to that brother. Kudos to that brother, because he got morals, he got character. And some told him, no, we ain't gonna do this. He smelled a rat, literally. You see what I'm saying? And it was like, no, I ain't finna do that. Much respect to you, Hood Educated. Shout out to you, Hood Educated. And shout out to you, Hood Educated, for bringing out this information. This video is no way meant to bash Hood Educated. It's just to shed some light on a problem that's going on here in YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Now, Swiper been lying to y'all. Y'all who his subscribers, those of us, you know what I'm saying, who got common sense, we already understand that he been lying. But I'm saying those of you who are kind of in that fog of, you know, y'all Swiper subscribers and y'all don't want to accept the facts that's coming out, Swiper is a paid informant. Swiper is a paid informant. And that was one of the reasons that Hood Educated said that he just had to wash his hands of the whole situation. So you see what I'm saying? That's a brother that's standing on business, man. You see what I'm saying? That's a brother that once he was privy to all the facts of the situation, he made the hard decision because he said he got respect for Swiper. Swiper, somebody he had been chopping up with behind closed doors. But he still had to make the hard decision. That's a brother that I can respect because he stood on his principles. That's a brother that you can trust in certain situations. Y'all go subscribe to Hood Educated. Shout out to Hood Educated. I'm finna play these clips of what Hood Educated said that Swiper told him, and this is going to prove what I've been saying. One thing about me, y'all, let me tell you something, man. I tell the truth. Whether it's popular or not, I tell the truth. I'm a grown man. I don't have to lie or feel the need to lie to anybody else. When I tell y'all something, believe it. If I tell you Easter tomorrow, don't question me. Just color the eggs. Now listen to Hood Educated.
Swiper told me that he was cooperator number one. Yeah, he told me that. However, he gave me good and convincing reasons why he was cooperating. He told me that the reason why he was cooperating with the FBI is because he felt that Kenny Mack was trying to involve him in the FBG Duck murder. How? By giving him a gun, by trying to switch guns with him that was involved in the FBG Duck murder. And when Kenny Mack tried to do that, he didn't understand it at that time. But this was the same time when after the murder had happened of FBG Duck. So once the FBI came to speak with him, this is what he's telling me, y'all. I'm revealing to y'all private conversations. Some of y'all might say Hood Educated, you low down dirty dog. But hey, look, follow me and then you'll see where I'm going, right? This right here is a sad day for Hood Educated, man. And the reason why it is because I got favor for this brother. Respect for this brother. Encouraged him. I mean, we communicate. Besides, the YouTube thing, I mean, a lot of y'all don't know, but a lot of us YouTubers, we chop it up with each other. You know what I'm saying? And Swiper, Trenches News is one of them brothers that, I would chop it up with. We'd kick it about things, right? And I'm talking about, man, as to him asking me, hey, Hood Educated, man, I need you to make a video, to kind of like, to explain my side of the story, man, because a lot of people, they really don't know what's going on and things like that. To the point where he was offering me finances to do this. Now, being 100 with y'all, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, no problem. I can talk to my audience. I can get on YouTube and I can say, hey, look, check it out. It's not what y'all think it is. They tried to set him up. They tried to give him a gun that was involved in a murder. You know what I'm saying? And that was his friend. I'm going to soften the blow for him. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like, how they say, throw him a life jacket, right? Throw him a lifesaver, right? But then I thought otherwise. I said, nah, let's just leave it how it is, brother. Like I don't want to get involved in it like that. Just let's leave it how it is, right? And that's where we stopped at. I mean, but he was steady, like, man, look, I'll pay you, I give you this, I give you that. And I said, nah, let's just leave it the way that it is, right? Now, after doing some research, and I'm talking about, man, after doing some research, and I'm talking about, man, I'm digging into that FBG Duck murder and all the paperwork. I'm talking about, I came across something that just blew my mind. I mean, and I'm not going to sit up here and say I came across it, by myself. But, I was given some information and I went and did my own homework. And I'm talking about, man, this stuff right here was it's pathetic, man. And let me explain to y'all why. Check it out. As y'all can see, Individual MW. Individual MW is a confidential source or informant for the government. Listen to what that just said. It said that MW is a confidential informant. It didn't say he was. It said that he is an informant for the government. So what that mean? That mean that he's still working. He's still working. And y'all might be saying, well, hood educated, who is MW? MW is Swiper. MW is Trenches News. That's who MW is. But it's not done. Check it out. Although the details have not yet been provided to the defense, it appears that MW has been paid for the information he has provided in this case. See, now, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. This brother right here is a paid, confidential, reliable informant for the government. I can't agree with that.
Now, as y'all can see, in Hood Educated's own words, Swiper tried to bamboozle him. Swiper tried to get him to spin the narrative to the masses so that you guys would more believe what Trenches News was trying to disseminate to the masses. What Trenches News was trying to get you guys to believe was the truth. Now you see what I'm telling you as far as how some of them spin narratives, how they try to control what you believe by them telling you what they want you to believe and not the truth. This is proof right here, y'all. This is proof right here. Shout out to Hood Educated for standing on his principles, standing on his morals, and exposing Trenches News. It is said the only thing that it takes for evil to survive is for good people to stand on the side and do nothing. Like, share, comment to this video. Let me know how you feel about Trenches News lying to the masses. Chill.